Well, here we are. Hi, everyone. Well, this is my first ever live streaming event, but it's my pleasure to be here and to be with this wonderful group of musicians. That's Chris Bates on the bass, and that's Dave Schmalenberger on the drums, and my name's Laura Caviani, and we're at Jazz Central in Northeast Minneapolis, and we just played Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which is a piece featured on one of our more recent releases called Confluence. And we're going to continue on with a Thelonious Monk piece. This is San Francisco Holiday. to leave my water somewhere. Maybe someone can bring me the water. Oh, maybe some nice person over there will bring me the water that I left in the what I guess is known as the green room. We're going to continue on now with a piece that was actually.
Where's your water? I'll get it for you. Just call me Gunga Dan.
I don't know where it might be on the table over by the. It's in a tea bottle. It's in a. Oh, you found it. So this next piece is actually an original. That was Max Santiago. He runs this wonderful place. We're at Jazz Central Studios. Those of you who've never been here, it's in Northeast Minneapolis, and we're just so proud of this place because it's a wonderful melting pot of talent and mentorship and all ages, all styles of jazz, and they just do an amazing job here. So this next piece was actually recorded by my wonderful friend, vocalist Claudia Schmidt, and this is the first time we've tried it. We're going to try it as an instrumental, and it's called Forgotten Snow. All right. Well, I hope you're all staying warm. And we're in Minnesota, obviously, where it's been super, super cold. And of course, on top of it, we're all facing this challenging time in our country and in the world. And as many of us are doing, we're holed up in our house. And if you all saw my house, you would see tons and tons of papers on top of the piano, under the piano, blowing around, kind of their own free will, like dust bunnies. And I was trying to clean the house the other day, and this half-finished song that I totally forgot about appeared out of nowhere. And I figured, well, there's a reason why I'm finding this piece of paper right now. And so I sat down and finished the piece, and not thinking about what to call it. The only thing that came to mind at the time was pandemic. That title may or may not survive. Hopefully the tune will. So so we've never played this tune before, but this is in the spirit of this wonderful club, because this club is, like I said, it's a melting pot of talent and of collaboration, and people are encouraged to try new things and to take big risks. So here we go. We're going to try this brand new tune called Pandemic.
Come in a beat?
Yes.
Okay. Just piano solo?
No, you should solo it if you feel like it.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was fun. If we were live, I would say, how about a hand for Chris Bates on the solo, diving right in there. And you can all, yay! So that was really fun. That's what I love about these guys, is they're willing to just dive in and try all these crazy tunes. So we're going to continue on with, this is actually something that's also on the Confluence album, the original album. And this is a shout out to Mary Kay Geston, who commissioned me to write a choral work inspired by Shakespeare. And so one of my favorite plays by Shakespeare is A Midsummer Night's Dream. And so we not only performed with the choir, but we also did a few instrumental pieces kind of in between the choir. And this one is, the title is inspired by Shakespeare. It's part of, am I making that up? No, I'm not making that up. It's true. It is part of that. So the title is called Thief of Love, and that is inspired by Shakespeare. But the tune itself is basically what we call a contrafact of what is this thing called love. So those of you who know Cole Porter's What Is This Thing Called Love, you'll recognize the changes. Here comes Thief of Love. That was Dave Schmalenberger playing on the drums. All right. Well, we're going to return to some newer material of mine just because it's such an honor to have a chance to play. And it's been a while since I've had a chance to play with these guys, and so it feels great to have a chance to stretch out on some new stuff. This next piece was actually inspired by a really great book I highly recommend if you happen to be into astrophysics. For whatever reason, it inspires me to read stuff about outer space these days. And this book is by Carlo Rovelli, and he's written a number of books. One called The Order of Time, which is really cool. But this particular book is called 7 Brief Lessons in Physics. And for those of you who maybe don't know much about physics like myself, it kind of puts it into poetic prose. And it's just beautiful writing. It's called 7 Brief Lessons in Physics. And so one of the words that he uses that inspired me to write a piece is the word frontier. So it's actually kind of timely because we have all these countries now sending probes out to Mars as we speak. I think there are 3 countries in the moment that are all sending probes. Of course, everyone's saying, oh, there's nothing there, but why are 3 probes going? That's my question. So this is called Frontier, and it's basically an anthem to our solar system. So maybe we'll just send that out to outer space, and maybe in 100 years it'll come back to us. All right. So some of you may know that this group plays pretty regularly now at Plymouth Congregational Church, and now that we're not able to worship in person, the services are pre-recorded, and you can go to Plymouth Congregational.org, I believe. You can find it. It's in Minneapolis, and all the services are archived, or you can actually join their YouTube channel too. They have a really cool YouTube channel that features lots of neat lectures and discussions and concerts. Of course, hitting it all up, the wonderful organist, the musician Philip Brunel is there, and he actually has been picking some really cool old hymns for us to put a jazz twist on. And this next one was super, super interesting to me. It's actually an old folk tune from Moravia, from just east of the Czech Republic, and we know it as Adoration and Praise, but it's an old folk tune. I hope you enjoy our rendition of it. Thank you.
First, okay.
And then I'll go over and take it up. That was Dave Schmalenberger playing in three-measure phrases. All right. Oh, you know what? That actually might be our cue to do a little thank you for making this happen. There are a lot of people behind the scenes making this series of live streaming events possible every Friday and Saturday night, you guys. So come on back if you've never been here. There's music every weekend, which is just unbelievable. So the videographer is Alex Yambrick, and running sound is John Bryn, and Max Santiago, of course, our dear friend, wonderful drummer, musician. He's behind this whole thing. So many, many thanks to Mac for making this happen all these years. And then we also want to give a shout out to MCN6, Minneapolis Community Network, and they're providing this broadcast feed. But please donate to the Musicians Relief Fund. There are many, many musicians in our jazz community who are struggling right now. So all you have to do is just hit donate above the viewing screen, and that'll allow you to contribute so that we can keep this music opportunity going for so many musicians who want to contribute. All right, we're going to take a break, everybody, but we'll be back. Thanks so much for joining us and for being here. That's Chris Bates. That's Dave Schmalenberger. And it's just a pleasure to...
Laura Caviani.
yeah, we're just thrilled to be here, and thanks for tuning in. We'll be back. Yeah. So that's Chris Bates, and this is Dave Schmalenberger, and my name's Laura Caviani, and we've got a brand new tune that was actually written for Joan Hutton, wonderful saxophonist, for a saxophone quartet, but now we're trying it as a trio piece, and it's called Whirlwind, and it's also kind of inspired by the Carlo Rovelli book, 7 Brief Lessons in Physics. So this is called Whirlwind.
That was a whirlwind. That was fun.
All right.
Love to hear how that sounded.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to continue on now with a beautiful original composition by Chris Bates. Do you want to say something about it, Chris?
I can run over there and say something.
Say something, Chris.
Whoa. Hi. First of all, Laura Caviani on the piano, who hasn't gotten really her proper due. If you're clapping at home, keep clapping. It's exciting. It's always fun and beautiful to play with Laura, and me and Dave certainly have a great time doing that. This song was written a few years ago, inspired by my good friend Chris Olson's son Jimmy, who used to greet people that he wasn't sure of with the phrase, "Hello, human." And then also in the another band that I'm in called the Atlantis Quartet, everyone started having babies, and so we were welcoming all these humans into the world. So we were inspired on our last record to title that record "Hello, Human," and we recorded that song on that album. But this is the first time it's ever been played as a trio number with a piano. We did play it, but I don't think we actually performed it with Chris. But anyway, it's on the list. Too much information. The whole point is, hello, human. That's who we all are. So if we can get to that level, we're probably going to be making some progress later.
Two in, two out. Okay. One. Two, three, one.
There's a squeak.
Is there a squeak?
Yeah, something squeaking. Anyway, supper squeaking.
I don't know.
It's all good. It was really prominent a couple of times, and I don't know what it was.
I'm not sure.
It's all good.
We're talking squeaks over here.
We'll just roll with it.
Well, I hope we have some more Thelonious Monk fans, and those of you. Oh,
I don't know where it is.
It's the hi-hat.
oh,
It's notorious.
Mac, come fix it. Mac's on it. Mac's on it. We have a drummer here who's in charge, and he knows this drum kit better than anybody. So
Well,
he'll.
no, I've gone through it where it's like, this thing would just squeak, and I keep forgetting to do anything about it. And I get back on the kit again, and I'm like, oh, there it is again. Too late, I'm playing. Does that help?
Well, I guess so.
I think it'll be. Yeah,
That's
it'll be
usually-
better.
that's usually-
There's some in there now. Yeah. Thanks, Mac.
Yeah, I should.
All right.
It's annoying as fuck.
Oh.
Hey-oh!
So this next piece I think is fun to tell this story, which is that Monk was known to be a very quirky, brilliant composer, pianist, just an icon in the jazz world. But one thing that he was known for doing was halfway through a tune he would stand up and dance, but he would twirl, and the title of this next tune is Epistrophe, which has that circular kind of feel to it, and also the word epistrophe is a way of maybe beginning or ending a poem with the same phrase over and over. So this tune kind of cycles on itself. It's really fun to play, and we'll just try it here. Here we go. So boom, chicka boom, chicka boom. Hey, Monk. Monk spirit lives on. You know, I think of Monk and I think of how, in my classical background, he was like this really strong cup of coffee that once you have it, you can't go back to Folgers, you know. That's how I feel about Monk. Really, really, really great. The antidote to all that ails us is his wonderful, wonderful music. Well, we're going to do, let's see. How are we doing? Oh, yeah, good. We're right on track. Actually, let's do Confluence now. So we're going to go to an original of mine that is the title cut of this album that we recorded a few years ago now. And there's a really cool place where the Mississippi and the Minnesota rivers meet, right below where now Fort Snelling stands. And there's a place called Pike Island that actually is sacred. It's a sacred place for many of the Native American tribes from this region. And so this place has always been a really special place for me. And I didn't realize until many, many years later that I should have done my research. But anyway, suffice it to say that it holds a special place in my heart. So this tune is called Confluence. So it's where these two rivers meet, the Minnesota and the Mississippi.
Mixing together.
I kind of wanna
Just do the light and
skip Happy Land.
that's fine.
Sure.
Do it.
And
Just play light and then
Travels.
yeah. Perfect.
All right. All right. This needs no introduction.
No.
Okay. One. 1, 2, 3, 4, on. Arrangements while you wait.
Yep.
That's what we get. All right. I think we have time for just one quick, short closer. But thank you all so much for being here with us, even though we can't feel your presence in the room. We're so grateful to you for spending this Saturday night with us. And let's see, I need to thank Alex Yambrick for helping out with the videography, and John Bryn on sound. He's running sound back there. Thanks, you guys, for a wonderful night. This is Jazz Central Studios, and so we really want to thank Max Santiago. This whole place is his brainchild. And also many thanks to Minneapolis Community Network for providing us with this live broadcast feed. And please do help Jazz Central out by making a donation to the Musicians Relief Fund. Just hit donate above that screen, and it'll help everybody out so much. That is Chris Bates on the bass. And that is Dave Schmalenberger on the drums. And my name's Laura Caviani. And not quite a year ago now, one of my mentors and teachers passed away. That would be Lyle Mays. And we've lost so many wonderful musicians, but he was one of the first people that really inspired me to go on into jazz. And so this is a tune by him and Pat Metheny. This is called Travels. So safe travels to all of you, and safe health, and Godspeed, and hope to see you all in flesh and blood in person soon. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Goodbye. Good night. Happy Valentine's Day.